No.
Action.
What up, brother?
What up?
What up? What up?
What up?
Finished the
Just had a good time in the stew.
What do you think about the stew?
The stew is dope.
Stew's dope.
It's a good vibe here, man.
Good vibes?
Yeah, it's a good place, man. Good place to get down and get creative.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys are just fucking great. You guys took care of me.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Sweet. Yeah, you're great. You're great.
We appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, we really do. Seriously, super dope. You're our first artist, so we're stoked on that. And yeah, man, fucking. So, how'd you get into art?
Well, I would say I've always been creative. You know, back when I was a kid. I remember I was probably like 5th grade. There was this girl I liked. No, and you remember, back in the day, once somebody finds out you can draw, what's the first thing girls say? Can you draw my name?
Oh, yeah.
So her name was Angie, and
Nice.
like I drew her name up, got the colored pencils out and everything. And like I had this, I made each letter like something different. Like the A was like a protractor. Like what do you call those things? Like a
Yeah.
And then like the N was like made out of like wood planks.
Okay.
And then like a G was like, I don't know. It was just like
Yeah, kind of. Honestly, that sounds like kind of like your style now. Like
right. It was actually.
Yeah,
so here I am, like in fifth grade.
Right.
Like as far as when did I start doing graffiti?
Yeah. So like it graduated.
So, I grew up in West Dallas and there wasn't a lot of graffiti back in like the 90s. So, but my grandparents lived on the south side. So I did like a lot of traveling, one day for holidays and whatever, like little family functions they would have it at my grandparents. It'd be on the south side. So like, driving from West Dallas to the south side in the backseat of my parents' car, it's like looking out the window and like, just seeing all the graffiti. It was like a culture. It was like a totally different world. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like so full of mystery and like who does that? Like, who just like spray paints on the street? Right? Does these letters and like it's just why am I seeing this name everywhere? And
How long ago do you think that was?
that had to have been 1994 or 5.
Damn, I was born.
Maybe the summer of 94. Maybe the summer of 95.
20 going on 30 years.
That's crazy.
What's kept you going almost 30 years? In just being creative?
It's just addicting.
Yeah.
It's just. Well, I mean, it's a creative outlet. I'm addicted to it. Like I just do it. You're sitting at the table, or you're at work, or you're just somewhere, and you pick up a pen and you start doodling, and it's just like it sticks with you. Like I just I'm just stubborn. I have a hard time giving up anything, I guess. So like when I started, graffiti was still kind of new. Ish.
Oh, like 90s.
Yeah, so I started like 94, 95, but like I found out that a lot of like some of those like a lot of graffiti heads like they've been writing since 92.
Yeah.
So.
We're gonna rewind a little bit. Your name, Normal. Where'd you come up? How'd you come up with that? What does that mean?
So you know, I knew I wanted to like tag. I knew I wanted to, you know, I wanted a name. I wanted to get it up everywhere. And I was like, I'm like, you know, I was just going back and forth. Like, I'm like, how do you even come up with a name? Does somebody got to give me a name?
Right.
Do I name myself?
You earn it.
I don't know, dude. Like, and I was in my guy's room, and we were like, we were potheads.
Yeah.
We were like big into weed, right?
Yeah.
Like that was our fucking. We had a
stoners, man.
Yeah, we were stoners, man.
man.
Like, he had a High Times magazine on his end table.
Yeah.
I picked it up and I'm like looking through it, and I seen like an advertisement for Normal.
Yeah, normalized, right?
NORML, right?
Yeah.
National Organization to Reform Marijuana Laws.
Yeah,
and I was just like, I was like, well, I like weed. You know, like,
yeah, hell yeah.
I don't know, like, that's kind of a cool name, right? Like,
dope.
and I'm just normal. I'm just a normal dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Like,
fuck it.
I'm sure you've met so many people. You some good connections.
Yeah.
oh yeah. I mean, you know, life is you get the life you get, man.
That's true.
And I don't know, like, you know, are there some things that would have changed? Yeah, sure. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know, man. You can't live like that.
Right.
Like, well, how life would have been, could have been.
Right.
You gotta just kind of like grab a hold of what it is right now. I've created great friendships through this, you know, through this culture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, art in general, like, you know, and I mean, they're like family. You know, like some of my crew are like brothers to me. You know, like they've stood up in, you know, my wedding, and you know, they've come to family functions. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they're our kids hang out with their kids, and like, you know, so like it's would I change anything? Probably not. You know, I mean, I'm okay. I'm in a good spot. You know what I'm saying? So like,
So talking about legal, so you started as you got older. You know, you're doing less graffiti, and now you're doing a lot more. You've done art shows, canvas paintings, bunch of canvas stickers.
Again, I think it's like just going back to can't stop. You know, it's just like I gotta like, man, I miss the good old days of like, you know, sneaking out of the house and like going to a train yard and like going on a mission to like a wall, you know, like discovering new walls, new places to paint. You know what I'm saying? Like, I miss that stuff, and you know, painting on canvases and stuff, and that still just is a way of me connecting with it still, you know, because I have a hard time letting it go, you know. I mean, so
what's your favorite medium now? Like, what you're using lately? Like, what do you like? You know, what's your most what do you like to do? You know,
I just like I like finding beauty in ugly things, you know. So like, I might find like an old rusty sign, and I want to like, you know, bring it to life with some letters or some faces or something like that, some colors. That's kind of like what I dig now. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I like a good clean canvas, so I'll get down on those too. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything that you can get creative on, anything you can just kind of express yourself on, let go on.
Right.
Tune out, you know, there's just so much shit going on in the world now, and I just like to tune all that out and just focus on whatever's in front of me, you know what I'm saying? So.
You got a really recognizable style, man. I gotta say, you really developed and honed in. When did you start doing the characters?
Man, the character goes back like to like I would say probably like early in my career. Like maybe I think the first time I ever did it was like I went bombing, and it was probably like in like the early 2000s, and I just like it was just real quick, the head, the face, you know, and it's just kind of like it's just like it lives in my hand, man. Like I could do it fucking blindfolded, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it's just a move of the wrist, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just I'm addicted to it, you know what I mean? It's just like so every time you know, if I were to show you all my drawings, like pretty much just start out with like one line, and it's usually like a silhouette of a head, a side profile, you know, and then it just kind of I just let it go from there. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it's spawned and grown into what it is, and it's just kind of I enjoy doing it because I don't know what, you know, like when I did the piece here the past 2 days, I had no idea what I was gonna do. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that's
I
right.
don't. You know, I know like it's like sacrilege. It's like tradition for like graffiti artists like to have a sketch.
Right.
You know, like a blueprint, like of what they're gonna do. You know, I mean, that's cool and all, but like, I have a problem with like, if I could do a sketch, and then I take it to the wall and it doesn't turn out like how,
Right.
you know. So I just always kind of like freestyle and just let
See what flows.
see what flows.